What are you writing?
I'm just sorting out my thoughts, writing down whatever is going on in my mind.
Do you dare to read some of your writings for us? Share your thoughts? I guess I could. Is it only your thoughts? I write down things I hear as well. Things that stuck on me, interesting thoughts. So I don't know, are thoughts mine or do we share them? Always so mysterious. Why do you always have to be so mysterious?
I can read for you a story about a bunch of ants.
Sounds really interesting.
It is interesting. I found this story from an old mail conversation I had with a friend, where we shared thoughts
About ants.
Yes, but ants are brilliant. They can teach you a lot if you just observe them. It is a good story. Okay, I can't wait to hear it.
When I did my second Vipassana meditation course, I once sat outside watching a bunch of ants doing their job, whatever that is, for a whole lunch break. I didn't really know what they were doing, but they all seemed to know exactly what they were doing and what they were supposed to do in any given moment. They were these bigger ants, so I could see them clearly. They were just walking around, carrying things around, back and forth, from what to me looked like just anywhere to just anywhere. So I placed a straw of grass on their path, and immediately they knew what to do with it. First, one of them started to work on the grass, carrying it down the stairs. And then he decided halfway down one stair that the grass should after all be at the top of the stair. First, he struggled for a couple of minutes on his own to get the straw up without the desired results. Then one more came and helped him, and even one more ant. 10 minutes later, 5 ants were helping each other out to get the straw of grass up the stairs again. After 1 hour, when the bell rang for the next meditation sitting, they were all still working on the straw of grass. When I came back a few hours later, the ants were no longer there and the straw of grass was back at the exact spot where I first put it. These ants fascinated me in a weird way. It's like these small ants all seem to know exactly what they're supposed to do all the time, regardless of what the universe puts in their way. They accept it and immediately starts to work from there. As a kid, I was out in the forest with my school on a nature day, and I had this friend who for some reason wanted to see how the ants reacted if you sat down on top of the anthill. And the same thing happened. They all seemed to know exactly what they were supposed to do. They started to work from there. I can't know this for sure, but they didn't seem to dwell on what just happened. Like, oh damn it, now we have to rebuild our home, and it took us 10 years to build it in the first place. They seemed to just accept the reality of what just happened and started to work again from there. I'm pretty sure the ants didn't like what just happened, but they did show no signs of giving up. They had a new situation, and now they had to deal with it, like it or not. And I just couldn't take my eyes off the ants. Our teacher was so mad, screaming and yelling at us, like I was involved in destroying the anthill. But I remembered I didn't really listen, nor did I defend myself, saying it wasn't me who did this. I was way too busy observing how the ants did their job. It makes me think that every single one of us has a path to walk, a path that is perfect for me and perfect for you. But we're often too busy reacting to our thoughts and mostly thoughts that we snap up from our environment, that we don't see our path. All animals seem to know intuitively what to do all the time, and most humans seems like they don't. And when the heart speaks loud and clear and shows us our path, we don't follow it because it's usually an unknown and thereby scary path. And the heart rarely shows us the whole path at once, but it shows us where to go next, at least. And that too scares us, because we think we need to be able to see the whole path at once to be able to follow it. What road works like that? You see the relevant part of it, like the next corner or so. After that, we will have to trust that we will see where to go next. And if we don't see where to go at once, instead of just sitting down and be with that for a moment, trusting that the road will be shown to us in time, we give up. We go back to where we were, whether we liked it or not, because at least we know what we have. But not even the boring, familiar road we can have full control of. Anything can happen wherever you are, and you are never safe in that sense that you can have totally full control of your environment. You can hardly ever have any control of your environment. All of a sudden, something disastrous can happen, like when my friend destroyed the anthill. Things like that can happen to us too. And since we learn to depend on outside security, like a safe job, and a safe home, and financial security, when everything you depended on falls, we are totally helpless. Not in truth helpless, but we easily think we are. Most people are not like the ants, who just accept the disaster and starts to work to rebuild, accepting the new situation, because after all, it's the only sane thing to do. Instead, we humans often enter the victim role and want sympathy, like that would change the past. What's the point in working so hard to create a secure life doing something that doesn't feel meaningful just so we can feel safe and secure? We are never fully safe and secure. That wall we built up to protect us can fall just as easily as the anthill. We can fail on anything that we try to do, but it's only when what we're doing is not in alignment with our true path that we can ever see it as a failure. When we fail on our true path, we don't really fail. We just start to work from there, just like the ants. If we like what we're doing, what does it matter if we have to do it all over again? The ants' purpose in life seems to be to build a big stack of crap that they call their home. If someone destroys it, they will have to build it all again. And yes, it will take a lot more time. But if they don't rebuild it, it will take way longer to get their home back. In fact, it will never happen. What's the point in giving up on your purpose? All this from observing ants. Forever grateful for ants. Thank you.
It is a good story.